The image of the mermaid held captive first surfaced in my mind about 18 months ago. A mutual love of mythology and these sea creatures led me into conversation with another artist, and we wondered what would happen if mermaids were real. What would it look like? And what would you do if you captured one? The story of the man who caught a mermaid is essentially about Herb, an old fisherman who becomes obsessed with the idea of catching a mermaid in a world that tells him that they don't exist. And he spends every day down at the local pier fishing, waiting for the inevitable catch.
Everyone sort of thinks he's a bit crazy. His wife doesn't really pay much attention. And one day he actually succeeds and brings home this mermaid.
So he drags this mermaid home, back to his shed, locking it in. And she's more fish than woman, helpless in this inflatable pool. One day, his wife grows suspicious of what Herb's doing in the shed and discovers Herb's horrible secret. The great thing about this story is that it seems to be hitting this universal nerve, and everyone that reads the script is really grabbed by it.
I don't think I've read a script like it this year.
And the storyline itself is incredibly hard-hitting for me. When I first read it, it really resonated, and I really wanted to be a part of it, not just because I got to design a mermaid, but because the story itself was just incredible.
It was a really strong script, and I was really excited especially for the opportunity to work with prosthetics and special effects, which is a huge part of this film.
My image of the mermaid was far from the standard Disney margin. She was more fish than actual woman. She was wild, primitive, animalistic, sexual, hypnotic.
We tried to think of non-traditional ways to adapt a human for marine existence. For example, the gills weren't sort of on the side, but they were sort of central, running through the neck.
She's got needle-like teeth, big gleaming eyes, these fish fin-like ears.
It is a challenge to get this thing off the page into a real-life special effects costume.
So when we worked to get Sharp Effects on board as our special effects artists, we were really excited because we knew it was in great hands.
We have to work really closely with the special effects guys and ensure that what we're designing on paper can actually be made, and made for a realistic budget.
We've also got a lot of underwater work, major stunt work. It's going to be quite difficult to light, so there's higher costs of lighting for starts, lenses as well. We really want to put the money in to make it worthwhile, festival worthy. So there are a lot of challenges, and we do need your help to bring us there.
The Man Who Caught a Mermaid, we feel, is a really important story to be telling, not only from our perspective as a creative crew, but also for the Australian story. So we really need your help in making this film a reality.
Any donations, anything you can spare would be greatly appreciated.
For your generous contribution to the Mermaid film, we've got some great rewards up for grabs, which you can find down on the right-hand side of your screen. From everybody on the Mermaid team, thank you in advance for your support, and we look forward to letting the mermaid surface later this year.